All right, I'm gonna do an update on my yard, my grass seeding for all those do-it-yourselfers like myself. All right, let's recap. Right now we're at the end of March, and I planted ryegrass. I want to say November, previous November, which I live in Florida, so it was temperatures cooled down. I didn't know much about ryegrass or any other grasses, so I was told that ryegrass would do good in wintertime, cooler weather, and it did. Uh, did what a lot of people on YouTube suggested is germinated the seed in water. Did it for maybe 6, 7 days before I threw it out there along with some malignite, or I can't remember what the hell they call that, fertilizer, slow release type of deal, but mixed it up like that, and it took. Okay, so this is what I found out after the fact is that the ryegrass, which is, you can see it brown and thin in there, does not do good in hot weather. Okay, I needed to get a foundation. That was my main plan. So this is where I'm at. This is part of my front yard here. So I'm gonna say about 6 weeks ago, I put Bermuda down to overseed the ryegrass. Some of the Bermuda took and some of it didn't. So I could see, and I really didn't know I thought Bermuda was going to be a different grass. You know what? Grass is grass to me. As long as I don't have no weeds and no sand, and that was my main objective. So you can see where some of these patches where it's greener. I see right back there and kind of going up. I see my fingers in the way there. That's the Bermuda. It's a thicker blade grass. I thought it would be different, but regardless, it's a nice grass. It's thicker than the ryegrass. Over here, you can see that most of it didn't take. You can see little patches here and there, right there, right there. So what I plan to do, especially over there, way down there, it's kind of green. So you can see where it does thrive better in hot weather. Now we're at the end of March, so it started getting warmer here. I'm gonna say maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago. So when I laid that Bermuda to begin with, I was trying to germinate it. It was in the middle of February. Going by the instructions on the bag, you should be able to lay it out in the February, which I did, and it took forever. So this is where I'm at. I got to fill in the gaps. I bought more Bermuda, and this part right here, most of this right here in the afternoon, nothing but shade all the way across through there. So I'm going to get a fair amount of shade just because of these pine trees, which I really enjoy. But what I want to do is make sure that the Bermuda starts to fail because of all the shade. I bought some extra grass that's supposed to be doing better in the shade. I don't know what kind of grass I bought. I just know that I had to buy some more before all the grass died. So this is what I bought for the shaded part. Rapid Grow Sun to Shade. So it doesn't say exactly what type it is, but it's groundwork. As long, like, to me, it's grass is grass. I'd prefer to have it all the same, obviously, but it's better than weeds or dirt, sand, which is. And this Bermuda grass I was trying to get on, so it's upside down right now. They close up this bag upside down. But anyways, I did only have the bag, and this is where it's at. So this is the current status. Now I did get into a different YouTuber where I was soaking this every 24/7 in water, just change it out once a day. Different YouTuber got on there and said, well, soak it for 24 hours and then drain out the water, and then in 24 hours fill it up for a couple of minutes and just re-wet the grass. I started doing that and actually doing on and off, and decided, you know what, this is the difference. What I'm finding out, it is germinating. See the green, the white there, and I'm getting green of it. So it's only been, today's the 4th day that I started this. Maybe 3.5 days, I'm gonna say that. But what I do notice, this is my assessment. Not that I know what the hell I'm doing, but see how this one's also turning, how it's turning white. That's the process, which at least that's what I heard. If I put it in water, you can see some green right here. I gotta put it in water to clear some of this stuff, but this is what I found out. I deducted. if you germinate this in warm water, obviously the warm weather helps, but I started putting warm water on this to germinate it, and it actually sped up the process. Because before I had cold water and just getting out of the faucet, but this time I said, I want to put warm water in it. During the day, I'd set them out and I let the sun cook into the buckets there, and just keep them warm. A couple of days I took them out, let them dry out for 12 hours, and then but I'm gonna put them in warm water again. So they already started doing that, so I'm running out of time. And I'm trying to I need to get my grounds prepared, because this time, the more you do it, I guess the better, I'm gonna say, the more I learn from germinating these seeds. So what I got is, I got to do the front part, some of these patches here. There's a back part of my yard back there where it looks just like this. I got to get a sprinkler system. I got a sprinkler system around my orchard. It does not reach that back part. So in order for my wife to make it easier on her, is to turn on the orchard sprinklers. I got to get another pipe in there to just turn on the water, and it'll water itself and not kind of drag this hose. Cause we got that hose right there, and she's dragging it from way back there all the way to here, and she's not a real big woman, so just like, it makes a lot of work for her. So I'm going to do the work prepping up my sprinkler down there. But by tomorrow, I'm gonna have my grounds prepped up here. I'm gonna disc it a little bit just to break up the ground, and then cut the yard. I'm gonna cut the yard first there, bring it down, and then disc it a little bit, break up the grounds, and then redo this part right here, spreading it, and then I'm gonna mix it up with I bought this thing here where I get from another YouTuber. These things are expensive. It's a steel right there. Try to mix it up with the dirt. Maybe it'll bury it a little bit better, because I was compacting it. So if I do that and then just focus on keeping the water out here, keeping it wet, and sprinkler in the front part of it, it'd be easier to maintain here. And then the back part, I can just turn on the sprinkler system back there and see what happens. And then I can start filling in the gaps where you can see the yellow part of that, a little bit at a time, down there in front of my connexes. So I got spotty parts, but definitely I don't want to lose the foundation. And this right here, I had my cable buried in here. I put the cable, I put conduit in here so I can run power. That's a different story, but anyways, plan to fill it in there by hand and see how fast it takes. Well, I thought I'd share that and see how it goes.